Don't worry, I'm back. So what had happened is, if I am in paint mode, right, this is kind of the glitch in the matrix that I'm probably not alone in being a complete klutz in this. So if you go over here and try and print the plate, right, slice plate, that thing's going to disappear. Or it should, in a perfect world. And the reason is it might have been dumping it over to the preview panel. So we're not in preview because that's what it does when it tries to slice a plate. Because it's out of line, it's not aligned with this plate, it's giving me this error message. So when I click back to prepare, watch, it comes back. And then I can move it over, simply drag and drop. So what it's looking for is this to be on the plate completely, and that message will go away, right? And so if I am in paint and click slice plate, it's going to appear to disappear. In a perfect world. Like, I know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, 80, 100. So it's generating all the G code. It's there. Now, when I click print plate, it sends it to the printer. We're not going to do that. You can kind of see that little wire area there. So I want to go back into print, and you can always back out from this point. And actually, this is a good way to see which areas are going to come up wire now that I think of it. Hey. So even though I'm making mistakes, you learn from them. And with this comparing it to the print with the errors, if I have two hands, I should be able to take and color that in. So if I go back to prepare, it's not going to affect anything, but I can go to paint, right? And then click fill, go here. I know it's this area and it's the back side of it. Dang it. So we want to go here. Back side, because one side was purple. Come back here. We're going to change this back to our cobalt blue. And it highlights that area. Now we should have fixed it. And to check, when we go back to the plate itself, okay, here's the plate itself. Now when I do what's called slicing it makes it, it's like slicing a cake. So with 3D prints, you have an X, Y, and Z axis. Z being height, and X and Y being your tabletop items. So it's like having a plate of food, and the larger the plate of food, the taller it is on the Z axis, and the more weight. And so now we should be able to take a look, and we should see that little section is now not wire. Okay, it still is. So I'm going to jump back, go to prepare, go here, and it's probably because I didn't save the change, I'm gathering, but I want to just zoom in on this little section here and see if it's purple. And then I'm going to drag and drop here, so we're going to go here, and see that little section right there that's purple? That's what's causing it to make a string instead of a solid part. Because one side's purple and the other's black. And for whatever reason, it does not like that. And I guess it's probably because this is, complicated geometry and trigonometry and every geometry there is. I do like the zoom view, though, because I can kind of just drag the object around, and I'm looking for other anomalies like that. And if I hold, I believe it's the right mouse button, it should let me or the left one, it should let me rotate the image and look for, we're looking for a mixture of black and purple. And I know that there was another one kind of up in here that was kind of hard to spot, because I had to go and hand fill all these in at one point, which took considerable time. And if I bring back that plate I'm talking about, let's see here. So if we get this into the light, I can see that there is one up here. So this is what it translates into, a little stringy wire. So it's zoomed all the way out. We can zoom all the way in. Okay, then we want to orient the plate. like this. No, not that. God. It's okay, though, because we can just do this, go to the light blue, and no, go light blue there. We're going to go back to black, and I'm going to rotate around so I can see this one up in the corner. It's kind of tricky to get to. And figure out which side is purple. I can see from here that this side's purple. So we want to click that. That should change it to black. With any luck. And if I come back over here, I want to look around for any other ones. So I can kind of see down here, we've got some stuff that's cockaroo. Down in here, this should be, it looks like purple. So I want to change that back to purple. And want to make sure both sides are purple. It's hard to do this and hold the camera. Okay, I can also see a couple of them here. So I want to change these to black. There we go. It's kind of like a neat little game, isn't it? Okay, now if I go here, I want to change those to purple. I mean, I was so close on that print. And I think that's going to change the entire interior purple, which I may not want. So some of them you really have to watch what you're doing. Let's see if that changes that to black. Okay, what about this one? Well, it seemed to work okay there. Maybe it's because it's a little bit thicker. So let's try and turn this to purple. So that turns the entire interior rim to purple, like this interior rim is all purple. And then we're just looking, I think there was one black leaf that was causing some issues. So I could go into here. But it's also connected to here. So it is like, you know, it's a complex problem. If I do that, what happens? If I turn this to black, how bad is it? I guess that's going to be okay because all these look like they're black on the outside and then purple on the end. And, okay. It's like a spaceship, isn't it? There we go. The spaceship tree of life. And I wanted that. Make sure those are good. Okay, you get the idea. So, we're going to go ahead and save this. Go back to here. And now, when we slice it, we can tell if we fixed those errors. And it's going to take a minute. I'll keep talking here. Okay, so we can check and see if we see any other little wiry areas. So you can kind of preview, look around. I mean, this is a pretty complicated 3D print here, obviously. And I'm taking it next level because he had it, the original author only had it so it could do a single layer or a single color for a reason. And I kind of Frankenstein this thing and using Bambu Labs tools, I'm able to make it do 4 colors now. So you can kind of see the galaxy's really kind of a neat color because it does just that. It's got little sparklies in it. And I think I've got a pretty good print. I am just going to do a once more, and it looks like it slices. So then when you say print plate, it's pretty neat what this does. So you send it to the printer. And then what it'll do, I'm going to cancel it because I don't want to run this again. I've got other projects I have to get done. And I'm going to let this one run overnight. So it should jump us to the cloud service. And so this is the actual device. I can click the camera. And as you can see over on the right here, it's starting the process. It'll start the process of heating the bed. And it'll tell you how much time. So in this case, I've got it down to 5 minutes and 15 seconds just by making those changes. I think, no, that's 5:15 in the morning, and the time is still the same, about 9.5 hours. And this tells you how much filament it takes. These over here show you how much filament is left in each roll, which is kind of neat. These three, the blue and the purple, are Bambu Labs that have an RFID chip. This is a third-party one, so it doesn't keep track of it. I like the Bambu. They're not trying to gouge for pricing on any of this stuff. So I'm probably just going to use them and stay in the ecosystem in the future. They're making a larger footprint for this printer coming out in the first quarter. And I am looking forward to testing that. Hopefully they'll send me one to beta test. That'd be awesome. So there you have it, kind of one more winged video. I'm going to get better at doing these when I have more time. I've got a lot of computers on deck as well. I've got a neat device to show you that allows us to use USB keyboards and mice on Next computers, non-ADB. It's not the Dracware. It's from a vendor, and I want to get permission from him to let me have the video, and I will have those available shortly. Thank you for your business and patience, everybody. Hey, I'm overcoming a learning curve, and you can see this isn't just like technically easy. My experience with computers over 35, 40 years, as well as my experience with AutoCAD and hundreds, if not thousands, of software packages, a lot of them really obscure. I can kind of make this stuff look easy. So you can see it's starting to do its thing. I am going to go ahead, and you simply just have to click stop, right? And so we're going to confirm that it wants to cancel, and that's it. And I can jump back because maybe I've seen something in the drawing that I want to go back and correct. There you have it. Stay tuned. More fun stuff to come from the black hole. And if my flying saucer was close by, I'd fly him by for a flyby. Have a good day. And as I say, this one was pretty close. Just a few little anomalies there. But I think I know she's really gonna love it. So have a good evening. Bye-bye.